Shoutouts to Briars. Any shoutouts, Briars? Toronto Nogi.
Okay, now
Hi, I'm Nick Fera.
now that there's sound, introduce yourself.
Okay.
I had on mute.
Alright guys, so I'm Carlos and I'm from Neo-Jits and I'm here with Simon. Thank you for having me, Simon.
Oh. Yeah, no problem.
This is Nick. Nick from
Hi,
Jiu-Jitsu.
I'm Nick Fera from Mick Fera Jiu-Jitsu. Thank you, Simon. It's a
Well-
pleasure.
Well, no problem.
I want a handshake too.
Okay.
I want a coffee.
I want some
Oh,
coffee.
God damn it.
Oh,
Leave me like coffee.
What I want it.
Alright.
So what is Neo-Jits? We'll start there, and we'll move down the line.
Okay, we're gonna start with me. We're gonna pick on me first. Neo-Jits is just it's basically a company I started. Interesting fact. Registered too, like I have like official papers and everything, like with government of Canada. The 21st of December of 2012. If anyone knows what that is.
that was the end of society and the world altogether.
And at the same time,
Because
the
of
beginning,
Carlos.
the beginning of something great. Oh shit! So I saved the world.
There you go.
So I just saved the world. No big deal. Neo-Jits saved the world.
We needed it.
It's just a brand, right? For now, it's just a brand. We have a show off of it called Neo-Jits TV.
Until you have like a food line, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have a food line of lots of hot dogs,
Clothing line.
a lot of wieners, and this is
Cheeseburgers.
my main customer, wieners. Anyways, we have a lot of shows. We have a lot of guests. We go to gyms. We do highlight videos of tournaments. We've worked a lot of grappling industries, Grappler's Planet, Fear the Fighter. Shout out to all of you guys: Chad, Greg, Elliot, Nick,
websites.
McFair Jiu-Jitsu, a big contributor, Toronto Nogi, and what is this called? Jits Monkey Studios?
Just Monkey Studios.
Okay, Jits Monkey
Whatever I
Studios.
want.
Can you tell us about Jizz Monkey Studios?
Yeah, I'll get there
my
after
first time here.
you tell us about Mick Fera.
I just want to make sure Carlos is done first.
Oh, is Carlos? Are you completed your statement?
Perfect.
No, I am not. I am not done. Anyways, so check it out, www.neojits.com and facebook.com/neojits. Like I said, it's just a company. We have rash guards. We have uniforms. Oh, I was going to tell you something, but I have to say it on camera
It's a
now.
perfect time.
It's a great time. We are now in contact with the president of the Jiu-Jitsu Association of Mexico, like the entire country. I just found out this morning, after I gave you the news about Fear the Fighter, I found out that I'm related to the president of the Jiu-Jitsu Association of Mexico. Because my dad just went to Mexico, and it's like, he owns three.
That's a direct quote.
He owns three Gracie schools. So I'm gonna be going to Mexico. We're gonna be going to Mexico. And
Can we go to Mexico?
It's a long drive, but
I
I'll
don't
do
know. It depends how this podcast looks. Anyways, so we're gonna so Neo-Jits is gonna be going to Mexico. We're gonna be going to France, Monaco, Russia, United States, all this year, and we just showcase people's gyms. If you guys ever have a gym that you want us to come and showcase, give us a call or send us an email at info@neojits.com. Check out the video, see what it is, see what we do, and hopefully you guys like it. And purchase some of our clothes. We're gonna have t-shirts, rash guards, but no geese. Because we're a no-gi breed.
No-gi breed.
And that's where I come in.
And that's when he comes out.
What are you?
I am Nick. I teach gi, no gi, self-defense, a bit of everything that isn't touched on in the no gi world. I teach out of a bunch of different places. I'm in Brampton, probably North York at some point. I'll be in a bunch of places around Scarborough and throughout. I just have a roaming group of people that I work for and work against. And yeah, and apparently I work with Carlos too.
I hope you are happy about that.
I am. I'm very happy. Very formal.
It is very formal, but if you have to make it formal.
Yes.
When you're fighting this much, you have to be pretty formal.
It's just so much. Yes, actually, yes. I thought he was making a joke for a second. I was like, yeah. That's what happens. You're always making jokes. No one can take you serious. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you're a joker. People don't take your fighting seriously.
It's very true.
It happens. Monkey jits.
Monkey Jits.
So what is Jits Monkey?
Jits Monkey. Well, see, so far what it is I'm just going to have people that do things that I like tell me more about things I like, and then hopefully other
You
people
get some
will
free
like
stuff
them.
from them.
Well, we'll see what happens. But, like, I don't know, because I want to have, like, some comedian friends. I want to have, like, there's a guy at our gym who's a pilot, and he has all these crazy stories. So I'm going to have him in and talk about pilot stories that are kind of crazy.
UFOs.
Yeah, you know, he's got crazy stories. So, like, why not? If it's interesting, I'll fucking have it in here.
And a deep sea explorer.
Yeah.
A
What?
medical professor of sorts.
I want one.
They just see
Are
weird
you
things.
one? You look like you could be a
Flow.
doctor.
I worked with a doctor-ish in Brampton.
Can he come in here? Probably.
He
What kind of
He
doctor?
teaches at Legends. He's going to be a doctor in about 8 to 10 years.
Oh,
Eight
Andrew.
to 10
Andrew
years.
McCall.
What kind of? Oh, like Andrew.
Andrew. I got him the
Andrew.
job at Legends, and now he's the head instructor there.
Huh?
Taking
What kind of
over.
doctor? General doctor.
I don't think he's specialized yet. I think he's just going to be a general practitioner, but I could be wrong. If Andrew's watching him punch me in the face.
Punch you? You mean choke you?
We'll
Actually,
see.
no,
We'll
probably
see.
He might as well better try to punch.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, that's what my podcast is. So how are you guys doing? Now that all the intros are out of the way.
Now it's just
I guess now should be the start.
do the introduction now. Cut.
Okay, so I'll get going on something I want to talk about.
Yeah. What did I say?
I was just telling Ian and Nick this morning.
Who's Ian?
This douchebag. He's have you ever been to Eglinton? There's like janitors there. I'm just kidding. Ian is my coach.
I can make sure he sees that part.
He's my
Toughest
coach.
cardio ever.
Oh no! I just got it. It's like 100 more burpees and
This is
M100s.
This is where you want me to do the whole beeping thing we were talking about.
No.
The beep button's broken.
You just beep that awkward silent part.
Ian's the coach at Shawanogi. He is the head instructor there. He opened it up in March. He signed the lease in November. We opened in March 11th or 8th, I think. Wow,
What year?
such memory. 2011.
Wow, eh?
So yeah, because
Almost 2 years.
Not wow.
2 years.
That's
Or
I
a
thought
year
it was
and a
like,
half,
like
more
3 or
Super
4.
fresh. Super fresh.
So I've been there like the majority of it. I've been there like a year and a half ish.
Yeah, it's just you were there like early.
I've been there for a year and a half.
That's
so, yeah.
crazy. I thought it was
Yeah, because
like
as soon as it opened, I was like, "Yo, you should come to our gym that we just opened up."
And I was like, I don't know. I got a place already. I don't know. And I left that place.
And then his life just changed. For the
now
better.
you're here.
My cardio
Stuck.
changed, I'll tell you that. Like, by leaps and bounds, as Ian would say. Leaps and bounds. Yeah, we're all traumatized by it.
Yeah, it kind of hurts me on the inside.
So I was
That he
talking.
can do him
I was
so
talking
well.
to Chad this morning, and we're
Who's
gonna.
Chad?
Chad is the owner of Fear the Fighter. If you guys don't know what Fear the Fighter, they sponsor Frankie Edgar in the last UFC, and they just opened up a new location in Kitchener.
I give little flashes every time we have a website. A little flash up.
Yeah, it's great. You know what's cool about flashes and all that kind of stuff that people don't know,
Epilepsy.
so you don't have to say it, and then it just pops up.
No, but it's gonna be funny because now it's gonna be a little picture of Frank Edgar.
It's like, wait, watch.
Like, who the fuck's Frank
Watch
Edgar?
what I can do. Fear the Fighter. The website is right here.
I'm not gonna put it in. Just
you
you
can.
said they're
Just put lightning bolts
Neo
coming out
Jets.
of Carlos's fingers.
Fera.
I'm not that good at
Unlimited
editing.
power.
TorontoNogi.com. Right here. There. Make sure the font is
I'm
like.
down with
I'm
that.
gonna put you in
Right
like
here.
one of those that NSYNC video where their hands are the puppet masters.
You know. Anyway, people talking about Chad.
Not that I've ever seen that music
Chad is
video.
an important man. Let us get back to that. So Chad is the owner of Fear the Fighter. He just opened up a new gym in Kitchener 2 weeks ago. Cron Gracie was there yesterday training, and I think he's gonna be back there soon. Hopefully, if not, maybe another time. And we're gonna be featuring them. Neo Jet's gonna be visiting March 2nd, March 3rd. Me and Nick are gonna be going down there. Thank you, Chad, for having us. And make sure you
Should
check
be
it
a
out when
blast.
it happens. And I'm not gonna take a gi if anyone's tries to give me a gi.
I'll bring
You'll
a
have a
gi
gi
for you, Carlos. You won't wear it. But
You bring
I
a
got
what?
an extra.
A what?
Pajamas.
Don't tell anyone Carlos trains in the gi.
No, I don't train in the gi.
I've seen it.
I train in the gi like once a year.
It was huge. The
Yeah, that's
gi
what she
you
said.
had?
That's what she said. Yeah.
Dick jokes.
Then there's the one I lent him, which is almost too small. So
No, that's about jiu-jitsu. That was about women and my sexual organ, and that's about jiu-jitsu. Anyways,
and his sexual organ.
it's also black. It's black and small. It is. Your gi. It's black. Can we
I like
not talk about that?
I like the pink one.
I wanna keep bringing it back to gi
just
somehow.
went from weird to awkward to strange.
That's okay. I'll edit it out.
Just more special effects.
More beeping.
More lightning bolts.
I'll just put like a little dancing monkey or something in the corner so that
I am
wherever
actually
it gets
curious.
weird.
I'm actually curious myself. What's your plan for McFerrin?
I'm opening up a company starting
Are you
this
opening up a
month.
school?
I'm partnering with a school. I can't say where yet. We're going to announce it in a few weeks.
Okay.
I'll be affiliated with a few other places, a few other people doing kids programs. So I have a few things on the fly. Mostly I teach. I try to stay away from fighting because clearly I'm not good at it.
He's gonna be fighting at the Grappling Industries.
Yeah, apparently I'm taking Carlos's spot.
No, I'm gonna be fighting, but you're also signing up.
Apparently,
A goosey.
apparently I'm signing up.
Well, weight
so
class
he's
you
going to
in?
win the 32-man tournament. I'm going to win the brown-black. because that's what I do. I train for a week and a half after being sick, taking 7 weeks off.
I've been training for 700 hours for this.
I'm going to beat 3 guys that are over 300 pounds, and then I'm going to get the hardest guy to fight after that, I'm sure, and we'll see what happens.
Man, that's when you get the most recognition.
I'm kind of worried about
when I'm
the
broken
Ryerson.
and crippled on the
I
mats.
did it, Ma. Ma, look at me. I did it.
I still have to go to work that night, too.
Are you doing the Ryerson one?
I'm supposed to be refereeing it
Oh.
because I need
Hey.
money.
But Andrew McCall, I've seen Andrew reffing and competing, which is awesome. So
Same day you can do
Well,
that?
yeah, Amir's done it. A bunch of people have done it. Like for me, it's just stressful because once I get into referee or coaching or teaching mode,
Oh, you get
getting back into fighting mode is a little difficult, and then I'm really stiff. But I've done it.
So do you get like free admission if you're working it, or?
I get paid to work.
But then you
Actually, they
to
get paid at the
compete.
tables, which is kind of unheard of for jiu-jitsu tournaments. Like David Aguzzi's like the man. Like to pay people $25 plus food to work at a table. Like nobody
Oh,
does
was that?
Don't hire this guy.
Motherfucker! What were you gonna say? What happened to your eyes? Should tell everyone.
Nothing. I just got elbowed in the face.
Can we just show the picture
That's-
quickly?
Yeah.
I'll block the entire camera.
I just want to say that I really want to see Nick fighting.
Yeah, me too.
I'm
I've
excited.
never seen you compete yet.
This is before.
Oh God, it's not gonna.
Perfect.
Just send it to me and I'll just throw it in there.
I'll just put this one really close up. Is that?
Get way closer. Closer. Now let it focus. Oh, yeah.
I have surgeon hands.
And the funny thing is, ironically, the man that did this to me by complete accident, he's a super cool guy.
is it?
Flo.
Oh,
He's
fuck.
a giant. He's a giant, and he's just a tank. He's a really
Pancration
good-
champ. Pancration champ.
Yeah, in
From France.
But okay,
Good with his elbows.
great with his elbows. It does. And
Sorry, I
and
ruined your train of thought.
and ironically,
Physio.
he can destroy people. He will destroy you
Yeah.
if he wants to. If you're fighting against him in competition, you're just not safe. And it's funny because he can save you. He can heal you. When I broke my rib and my knee, he'll just be like, "Yo, Carlos, go like this," and he'll like pull my arms and. Because he's a kinesiology guy. I don't know what he does. He's like a personal trainer. He's an expert at what he does. He also teaches at Toronto Gi. He's the TRX instructor for strength and conditioning.
Nice.
He fixed me and he fixed Ian.
After he
He
broke
just goes
it.
cluck, 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 and I'm fixed. It just doesn't hurt anymore.
Like your
But if
rib or
my shoulder and my rib. He
Can you
taped
fix
me
me?
up.
I'm okay,
Yes!
but like.
That doesn't explain Ian's bad attitude, though.
But yeah,
We need a psychologist for that.
Yeah, just bring him out a little bit.
Flo's wicked.
Flow's pretty good. Does he have a website?
No.
Throw that in there. No, fuck him
He's bigger than the internet.
then.
What else is there in the schedule?
Oh,
Anything,
you-
what do you think? My question.
What's
what
up?
do you think about 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu?
You motherfucker.
What were
I
you
love
gonna
it.
say
It's
about-
very positive influence on
What was I going to say
everything.
about what?
I said something about gi, no gi, and self-defense, and you were going to say something to that. Because I said people don't touch on it in some schools.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's not. We don't do self-defense-ish thing. It's not based
You're
on.
a very particular school, though.
Yeah, we're not based.
Like, there's
we don't
no
do
other
self-defense.
no-gi particular schools around that I know of.
Not
Particularly strict no-gi.
Yeah.
Like
I was
Muay
thinking-
Thai and just
Yeah,
no-gi
I was thinking about
grappling.
that too.
Like,
not
there's
that many
wrestling
other
schools.
No, but there's one. Well, other than 10th Planet schools. Like when Elliot.
Yeah, but that's not around.
When Elliot
There's
used to be at 10th
Eris.
Planet school, open Eris MMA in Peterborough.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stuart, man. But
Pound for pound?
Open Mat used to be 10th Planet, Toronto. Were they strict no-gi? That's actually a good question. Were they strict no-gi?
Open
I can only think of you
Okay,
guys.
pound.
I've been around for a while, but I haven't really specifically heard of a specific no-gi school.
And
I've
when
been
did
around for a while.
And
Beat
now-
up homeless people, women, children.
Now we're coming. we
think
brought
about the
in.
gi, you must.
Bang at the bang at the bang.
I don't even know what that was about.
Blosford.
Ah.
He is the man that brought
Fucking guy.
everybody into martial arts. Best commentary in the biz. Not like I don't like Joe Rogan, but I don't.
It's not that I don't like him, but I just don't like
As a commentary, I think his commentaries on other things are fantastic, but off the topic.
I just like when his comedian mind hops in. Like, there's like rape joke and shit. It's pretty funny. When things slip.
That's a legitimate technique, though. That's
It's
what it's
funny.
called. And somebody edited it, so you're just saying it over and over.
I liked it.
That's what the internet's for.
Who's the other guy? One guy. I don't even know what company he works for. Apparently he's hilarious. Someone at the gym keeps going off about him.
Our gym?
Yeah. They keep talking about commentary and I forget. Not
Mike
important.
Goldberg? The Mike Goldberg highlight reel is pretty hilarious.
Yeah, he's a fucking
Is that,
idiot.
is that,
He's
is
even
that Japanese?
UFC.
Your girlfriend's Japanese, Mike Goldberg. Wouldn't you know that?
He's a
Apparently
douchebag in person too. I saw him at the weigh-ins, and we were at like the back door.
I'm sure he's such
Like
a
Lance
douchebag.
Armstrong douchebag or like
No, like he came.
Charlie Sheen douchebag.
There's a back door. We were sitting there, and then Joe Rogan and John Jones both came out, and everyone was like, and they just went back to the back because there's like a little frenzy going on. And then Mike Goldberg came back with a backwards hat on, just kind of stood there and looked around, and no one gave a fuck. He just wanted
You
all
told
this
me.
attention. Everyone just stood there and looked at him.
Oh my god, the commentator!
Yeah, it's like no one gives a fuck.
That is so funny.
At least
I'm
Joe
sure
Rogan
he's a good
does,
guy.
Joe Rogan does his whole like, shamanistic sort of like DMT sort of like talks, and he has like this comedy career on the side. What's Goldberg done really?
I don't even know how he got that job. What's he do?
He's got good color commentary.
Because I know, I don't know.
He's got a piece of paper with
It's
the
one of those
facts in
things
front
where you
of
have to
him.
know people.
But what did he do? Like,
what's
is he
this
like an
guy?
ex-fighter or something?
What's that guy? What's the main guy that goes, "We are alive"? Fuck.
The two brothers.
Yeah.
They own that phrase.
Buffer.
Yeah, Bruce Buffer.
Bruce
His
and-
brother is the guy that does "Let's get ready to rumble."
Yeah, they own those phrases, so you can't say them at events without paying them. Good
Yeah.
luck. Good luck trying to meet their fees.
Yeah.
That's so funny, actually, because Hard Knocks Fighting, Hard Knocks 24. Ironically, I know exactly which one it was. The commentator goes, "And with the risk of getting sued, we are alive!" And I was thinking to myself, oh, "Shit, man."
That's perfect. That's a slow clap for sure.
One of those, like,
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Women in jiu-jitsu. It's never been touched in your videos. It's never been touched by a lot of people.
I touch 'em.
The sport is designed for smaller athletes with stronger legs. Thoughts?
did you just say jiu-jitsu is for the smaller people with stronger legs?
Is the way that Elio Gracie designed it.
It's for small people.
It's
No,
for
that
smaller
yes, that
athletes
yes, that yes.
with stronger legs.
Oh,
It's
really?
a leg-oriented sport.
I've never heard someone say it's for someone with strong legs or stronger legs.
Well, no,
I mean, unless
obviously
you're
makes
Marcelo
you have
Garcia
strong
with
legs.
legs like this and butterflies, but
Well, there's a functionality
So if
to the
someone says to you-
size of legs.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but if someone wants to say to you, if I have weak legs, I can't be good at jiu-jitsu?
No, it just means you gotta use your legs more.
Well, it's also-
it's funny because I have a student in Brampton who's like a military guy. He's teaches the police foundations. Excellent upper body strength, and I'm like, that's good,
Yeah.
but
That's true.
you got to start using your legs more more often.
Yeah.
And you just got to get acculturated to using them more. Not like you need to make your legs as big as your upper body. God, you'd be a machine. And it'd be scary to fight him. It's already scary enough to fight him, and he's still a white belt. But there's an emphasis on the legs in jiu-jitsu that aren't in a lot of sports. Yes,
That's true.
martial
No.
arts.
Now that I think about it, you're right.
But you have to use them like hands and arms.
Oh, that's for sure.
Like a little
And
monkey.
if you fight
monkey
this
legs.
guy and you pass his guard, then this foot
Yeah.
comes in, and this foot comes in, and he's at your back, and you're like, what? I was inside him.
I've had people actually say, I thought it was your hand.
Yeah, it was me. Yeah, you go.
His hands are everywhere. Those are my feet.
Wait, just toes crawl up your head?
You were go-going me, and I thought it was your hand, so I didn't get worried about it.
Face with your foot.
That's creepy.
So if
Women
someone
in
says,
jiu-jitsu, we've gotten off
Yeah,
topic.
right. Women
I
incredibly
was gonna
quickly.
say, a lot of people don't want to do it because they don't feel like they have upper body strength, like that certain douchebag I don't want to talk about. But they say they don't want to start fighting because they don't have upper body strength. But you're saying you don't even need that then.
I think that's a cop-out. If you say I don't have the
No,
conditioning,
it totally is.
I don't have the upper body strength, I don't have the lower body strength, that's a cop-out.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu is designed for everybody of all sizes.
Well, yeah, but you'll get strong where you need to be strong if you're.
Like me and Nick are
If
small.
you do things over and over, you get better.
No, you're fucking gigantic and super strong.
And you're spazzy.
You are so strong.
And
He
the hair.
said he doesn't think he's strong. He doesn't think he's big.
Keep going.
This guy is a massive guy,
slow
and he's
down,
so
slow
strong.
down.
If you
No,
if you
no.
grapple Simon, actually, this is the best way to describe Simon's grappling. Like
Little
this.
muscles, big heart.
He goes like this. If my hands right now are his legs, he just goes like. And if you fall into one of those snaps, one of those hooks, there, you're in. You're stuck. You're
You
fucked.
can come back one day. You
One day.
praise me.
I like him. He breaks.
Train with you in one
But then
day.
I tapped him.
Every once in a while, I pass his guard.
And that brings us to the end of Carlos.
But back to women in jiu-jitsu.
Not enough.
No. The thing is, I don't think people. I don't think women. And I'm not saying this because it's about women, but people. But let's be specific of women. People that don't train are kind of ignorant on what jujitsu is. If I go to at the bar or at work, or if I have a friend and I tell her jujitsu is good for women, they instantly think.
Kickboxing.
Yeah, everyone thinks I'm gonna go learn martial art and learn how to punch and defend myself, and they don't want to do it. They don't want to try it. But they don't get that jiu-jitsu is actually good for women, men, weak, strong. You fall down to the ground,
skinny.
everyone has a chance.
Yeah.
Everyone will have a chance. And men or women. It's not like women are weaker. No, I've met women that are like twice as strong as me, man.
One of the strongest grips I've met in jiu-jitsu was a woman. She
Lots
was
of handies.
37. I said she must have been a jar opener in a previous life. Like, she was doing an ankle lock, and I'm doing the escape, and I can do it to everybody else. A 300-pound guy, no problem. 200-pound guys that are jacked, no problem. Couldn't do it to her. I got out of it, but only because I launched her over top. But like, it was just the dynamics of her body make it easy. And she's not muscular looking. She just like from here to here is super strong at staying tight.
Is she strong with one arm?
No.
So it's not chronic hand jobs.
She probably doubled up because when you do it on one side too much, right?
Yeah, you want to
if
be
I know anything about wrist injuries.
Carpal tunnel.
5 years, 5 years
actually
in both.
great. I'm glad you brought that up. That's one thing I'm thankful for about training no gi. He knows exactly where I'm going. He knows exactly where I'm going. See, I'm a no gi guy. I don't hate the gi. I put the gi on once a week.
It would seem otherwise.
Right, though. I put the gi on once a week.
I do, but I don't let people know about it.
But apparently,
I just shower with my gi on.
But apparently, when you do the gi, you develop wrist problems, right?
I wouldn't say develop wrist problems. You will develop wrist strength and weaknesses.
What kind of problems?
There's a benefit and detriment to it. And like for me, when I hurt my wrist, it was like 5 years where I was trying to fight underhooks and this and that when people were fighting my clothing, and it really frustrated me because I couldn't break grips for about 5 years. And when you're fighting guys that are just monstrous grip fighters, it's frustrating, and you just learn to be a different fighter. So if you look at guys like Bill Wallace, like he hurt one foot, so he could only do like leg exercises on one leg. So he's just hammering out one-legged squats, one-legged squats, one-legged squats, one-legged squats. Then you get kicked by him by that leg, and you're like, whoa, what just happened here? Or you do the other leg, and just like, wow, he's just fantastically strong because he isolated and worked so hard on one side. And this is something that kind of gets overlooked in martial arts, that you're going to get hurt. You're gonna, you're. I don't care. You do gi or no gi. You're probably gonna hurt your wrists in both. Someone hurt their wrists last night, I think, or maybe it was 2 nights ago.
I magically hurt my ankle somehow.
But so
it had nothing to do with the gi.
If you do, but the gi, I mean, in the gi, there's a lot of grabbing, and you gotta develop that grip strength, which is great.
Yeah, if you're not a drummer, if you're used to flop your wrists from drumming like I am, the gi sucks.
So it's.
Whereas drumming hurt my wrists the most, gi was neutral almost, like because it built them up and weakened them almost equally.
Well, what I was gonna say is no, it's true though. He's right. No, because I just started thinking about something else, and my
personal trainer too.
My train of thought started going on somewhere else in drumming. But anyways, I learned no gi. You learned no gi. We started no gi, and now when I roll gi, the advantages that I feel I have, and yes, I said advantages, that I gained from training no gi into the gears, because I'm used to underhooks and overhooks.
Yeah,
as you are.
You're used to fighting body position and the person, not just the clothing.
Right. So what I think about
better, I find. You don't want to be dependent.
I don't disagree with you.
No,
there's strengths and disadvantages.
You don't want to be dependent. But here, to add to your point, and you're right, you don't want to be dependent. But if it's there, I'll take it. So I'm used to overhooks and underhooks, sure. Muscle memory, sure, whatever. But if I start going overhooks, if you're already good at no gi, okay, cool. Underhooks, overhooks, whatever you win, it's done. If you're already good, you got it. But if you run out, if you're doing the over and it's not working for you, you're like, man, what the fuck? Okay, fine. Then now I'll grab the gi, and now I'll grab your shirt. So it's like the last resort. If I'm a gi guy, not that it's bad, but if I'm a gi guy, I'll instantly go for the clothes. I'll instantly start grabbing. My fingers are gonna start tiring. My wrists are starting to get develop. I'm just used to overhooks and underhooks,
which is a stronger hold too, because you can't rip your shoulder off, but you can rip like.
You can break the grip, yes, and you can your forearms can be burnt out after one fight in a tournament. If you got 5 or 6 more fights to go, you're gonna have to get massaged in between each one.
Yeah,
so hopefully you got a good team.
It was really weird.
Yeah, I remember Carlos's first fight where it really got going at the gi, and one side was like a loss.
Yeah, my fucking arm was pulsing.
You just put a little pressure. Like, oh, that's good. I love the gi. There's disadvantages and advantages to both.
Well, we should talk about that on another one. You guys should come back, and we'll do a gi versus no gi debate.
If we can get a strict gi guy in, that would be probably ideal, because I'm not a strict gi.
Well, that's good though. You'd be like the middleman too, because you do both.
I don't want to be the middleman. I'm too neutral.
No, there's like a no gi mix, and then a gi guy.
Bring me as a no gi guy.
I think you need someone specific.
And I'll bring. I am specific no gi. Don't you try to make people think that I do gi.
Andrew trains varsity team with York. He does also like a lot of no gi as well.
Bring Greg.
Fuck. Who?
Oh, Greg.
Greg does no gi with me all the time.
King?
Oh, King. Yeah, he does no gi too, but not as much.
He told me that
he
told me, and I quote, unless you don't want me to quote you, but I'm going to quote you, that he's starting to fade away from the no gi scene. He's more into. He loves it. But in terms of training, he's more deep and more hardcore about the gi, which is great.
Well, good, bring him in then.
Just like I love no gi.
That's exactly what we need.
I think he's Greg is like the opposite in terms of training. Like I love jiu-jitsu, he loves jiu-jitsu, but I love no gi. I'll do gi every now and then just to learn, just to have it in my head. I'll never compete. I will never compete gi. Well, who knows? Never say never.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna bring this up.
I've heard people say that for years and years and years, and now all of a sudden they're like, I got it. I got the fever. I'm on gi all the time, 5 times a week, 6 times a week, and like.
Yeah, so you
I want to try because like I don't get why it's so much better or different. Like I get there's handles, but like ever since it's like a slower game, it doesn't make sense to me.
It depends who you talk to. I remember when you were with me at that event, Paul Abel spoke to you, and he was like, "It's going to help you to slow down your game. It's going to help you to strategize. You're just going to see things differently." And it's just like that. That approach to me makes a lot of sense. Like I do a lot of self-defense. I do a lot of like gi work. Primarily, this is what I learned primarily. Like when I started with Rodrigo and Danny, that was mostly what I did was the gi and the self-defense. And then I added no gi later on. They wanted me to teach no gi, and I'm like, I kind of don't really know a lot of the technique. And they're like, no, it's fine. It's just a lot of grind. It's just more grind than you're used to. So when I came to no gi, I thought I had a decent game, but I didn't have a lot of like the heel hooks, ankle locks, toe holds. I didn't have a lot of like the specific like Eddie Bravo style positions, 10th planet stuff, which we're not going to talk about.
Of course not.
Not in this one.
Next time.
But if we bring in somebody from 10th Planet, like Eris, like Stewart from like up in Peterborough, like they have a totally different perspective.
Man, because we were 10th Planet, man. I started jiu-jitsu with 10th Planet.
Yeah, like when I came to you guys, it was still 10th Planet School,
There you go.
and you just started with Chris Brennan, and then 4 months later you're with Daniel Valverde, and then 3 months later you're with
Ian has
Robert
relationship
Drysdale.
issues. He brings
Commitment
up.
I have commitment issues too. It happens. I've been with like over 5 to 10 professors over my span, 11 years, so it happens.
Thank you for having me.
No hard feelings.
Yeah. Last plugs until next time when we do the debate, which kind of has to happen now.
Gi Jiu-Jitsu.
Facebook.com/NeoJits. Go like it. And McFerrin Jiu-Jitsu.
Get on the mats if you're a woman. Get over the positions. Get over your anxiety. Get out there. Do it. The sports,
Get under me. No, don't do that.
The sport's designed for you, not you.
It'll help you not get raped.
It's true.
You
Absolutely
can't
true.
rape someone who can kick your ass.
Man, I think you're fucked up.
Try to rape me, bitch.
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Alright, the fucked up could be a great like ending. Man, I think you're fucked up. Ben.
Alright, I'm over
Don't
this.
as long as
Edit
you're
out the
comfortable
get
with what
under
you're
me
saying.
thing. Because we're trying to make women train, and if you say come
still-
get under me, that's where they're not
Still
good.
recording.
I know. But I know you're not gonna.
Wait. Let's do a good cut. McFerrin Jiu-Jitsu.